Hey, what's up guys? Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another feature match commentary on the channel today. So this is going to be another top 8 feature match, my online Discord tournament featuring GBSMcAsian on BA Eldlich versus Burrito Man 93 on Drytron. So if you guys do want to play in the next tournament, which will be Blazing Vortex Legal, definitely go ahead and find the link to the Discord server in description as usual. And also, if you want to see either of these players' deck lists or anyone's from the tournament, definitely find the Discord server or join the Discord server as well. Be sure to just read over the rules so you can access the server. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. So it looks like Drytron going to be winning the RPS here and going to opt to start. Nothing too shocking there. So the opener for Drytron is going to be Manju, Delta, Eva, Fafnir, Lancia. Lancia is a bit of an interesting pick. These lists are a couple weeks old at this point, so this was a lot more mainstream to main deck. It's good in certain matchups and it is searchable, but I think a lot of people have dropped it or at least cited it. Nonetheless, it's still decent just as a fairy to like enable orange light and stuff. Yeah, this hand is pretty good. Has 2 Drytrons and Manju, so that's quite nice. And then the BA Eldlich hand is going to be double copies of Ash, Curse Eldland, Needle Sealing, and Cosmic Cyclone. So a bit of a slow hand here, no BAs. Again, haven't watched these matches, so I'm not really sure how these have played out, other than knowing the result, of course. But yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting. So we'll have to see if the Ash is going to be enough to stop the Drytron turn. It can, depending on when it's timed. Going to activate Fafnir. That's going to grab Nova. And then going to follow that up with a Nova, and that's going to be Ash right there. That's actually quite a strong Ash, because the only Drytron now is Delta, which is a weaker one, as far as just starting the combos. So this Manju is going to have to either get Benten or Meteonis. If you get Meteonis, then you can't use Delta, and if you get like Benten, then you can't get Meteonis. So yeah, that was actually a really strong Ash. Gonna North Star Manju next. That's going to search for Benten. Yeah, definitely think you have to go for it. And then going to Delta, tribute away the Benten. That's going to summon itself. And then Benten will trigger. That grabs a copy of Orange Light. I think from here, honestly, you just go in a carrier and equip Dawn Knight and hope that Orange Light Lancia is good enough. There's not really a whole ton else you can do, because at least Dawn Knight can float into the Drytron. Most likely Zeta to help get Meteonis plays. Because Eva can search for Petite Angel, which is a good follow-up. So it's not terrible. Yeah, gonna make carrier, and then gonna target itself with it, and that's gonna equip Dawn Knight. And just gonna pass. So turn passes to the BA Eldlich player who draws a Barbar. So this is a pretty interesting hand right here. Needle Sealing is quite an interesting choice as well. Drytron does tend to put up a lot of monsters on the crackback, especially if they don't open up an Ultimatus play. So this could be pretty punishing. Gonna enter main phase 1. He's thinking he's gonna activate a copy of Curse Eldland. That's gonna grab a copy of Eldlich. And then going to use Golden Lure to send away the Union Carrier. And then he's gonna let that go through. He's gonna activate Dawn Knight, and that's gonna be Ashed. Oh, so he actually let that go through. I'm kind of surprised he didn't Orange Light negate. Maybe he's saving it for the Golden Lore, which I think is activating right here. But yeah, this sending away Eva would have been good, because then Dawn Knight would have sent, again, like the Zeta to help access Meteonis. And then this gets you a follow-up, so kind of surprised. We'll just have to see. But Golden Lord, I think, was used there. Yeah, it's going to send away Curse Eldland. And that's going to be negated by the Orange Light. I don't know. I think you are okay with taking the damage there. I think that's a kind of a strange time to Orange Light. Just because, like, this Eldland is going to get a Golden Land, which would get access to Scarlet anyway, unless you want to really Lancia. But, I mean, you're going to Lancia anyway. So, I mean, a Lord on board wouldn't have really changed a whole ton, I don't think. I don't know. I probably would have just used Orange Light and Ash personally if I was in that position. Alright, so Eva's going to trigger, and Eldland's also going to trigger, so it should be Eldland Chainlink 1. Yeah, Eldland Chainlink 1, and then Eva Chainlink 2, banishing for cost. Yeah, so that's going to search for Orange Light, and oh, he's playing Purple Light too. Okay, so this is like a really, really early list, because a lot of people have dropped this as well. So no Petite Angel. Maybe that's why he didn't opt to Orange Light, because he just doesn't have it. But yeah, the Conquistador was sent off the Curse Eldland here. And then going to set Needle Sealing. And then going to end phase Conquistador. So not dropping Lancia either. Yeah, so we're going to set Scarlet here and then pass. For turn, he's going to draw a Foolish Burial. Okay, so I guess he was going to send whatever Drytron anyways. But it's going to be tough because there's not really any way to actually use the Drytrons here. Let's think. Yeah, because this can sometimes send Eva, but Eva's already in graveyard. Can be strange. Oh, so he passed here, and then the Scarlet got negated by Purple-Light. That's what happened. For turn, we're going to see a top deck Trap Trick. That's pretty decent. Just more interruptions. Golden Lord effect, that's going to send away Needle Sealing, summoning itself. And then Battle Phase is going to attack for 35. And then Main Phase 2, going to set Trap Trick. And then going to also use Scarlet to set Walkero. Really, really good against Drytron, especially when there's like only one Drytron. At least that he knows of. For turn, there's going to be a copy of Nova drawn. That's not too bad. So that can help alleviate the situation somewhat. But there is Walkero here that he has to play around. Gonna activate Nova. That's gonna summon Alpha. And then he's thinking on res. He's gonna Walkero immediately. So that's gonna banish the Delta. But he has Foolish as follow-up, which is pretty nice. So he's gonna send Zeta here. So yeah, his goal is gonna try and like Zeta Tribute, search Ritual Spell, or search Meteonis, and then Alpha Tribute, and then grab Benten maybe. But there is Trap Trick, and he's on BA, so he's probably playing Fiend Griefing. So that could like shuffle this back. So he's thinking in this window. Gonna opt not to use it. Okay, so maybe just waiting for a more reactive window. Zeta effect, because he doesn't know the last card in hand, so that's fair. So Zeta going to tribute away Alpha. That's gonna grab Meteonis. And then now he's thinking on Resolution. He's going to Trap Trick here. So now he's going to Fiend Griefing. I wonder what the target's going to be. Alright, so he's thinking. Okay, so I think he's doing it in this window. So that if he activates Meteonis, he will target Benten. And if he activates Alpha, he'll target Alpha. That way he'll get value out of this no matter what. Yeah, again, the last card in hand is still unknown. But this is like a pretty high value Fiend Griefing here. Probably can't play through that, hoping not. That is definitely fair. But yeah, I think this is a very strong timing for Fiend Griefing, because either of these are like really good, and he can't go for both plays. Gonna activate Meteonis. Oh, he's letting that go. Interesting. Okay. So he's gonna bring back Benten. Okay, actually, maybe in this window you just use it on Alpha and hope that there's not the last card in hand's not a Drytron. Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do here. I've been wrong in both my predictions so far, so... Alright, so he's going to Fiend Griefing. Yeah, target Alpha, right? Like, if you're not going to do it in either of those other windows, you definitely have to do it now. There's, like, no other chance. Yeah. This is pretty solid still. Alright, well, we're going to Tribute Summon Lancia, and that's going to trigger Benten. Oh, but that's gonna be the end of the game, yeah, because there's not really anything he could add there that will actually change that game state. Yeah, so pretty good game one going to BA Eldlich. The Ash on the Nova was actually quite strong there. And honestly, I think a lot of the times, like, that's not a bad time to Ash. Like, most people don't Ash it, just in case, like, they hard draw, you know, the Alpha or the Zeta anyways. But, you know, there's only 3 Alpha or 3 Zeta. Like, the additional copies come from Nova, Fafnir, Emergency, Foolish. So, realistically, right, like, they're more likely to draw those cards than they are to actually hard draw the Alpha or the Zeta. So, I actually don't think it's a bad thing to Ash on the Nova there, even though most people don't do it. But going to game 2, we're going to be seeing, let's say, BA Eldlich actually going first. If you guys are enjoying this commentary, definitely be sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new here and want to see more commentary similar to this style. But the BA Eldlich opening hand is going to be Tour Guide, Needle Sealing, Conquistador, Dynamiscus, and Walkero. So a little bit of both engines. Definitely not bad at all. This is like quite a good hand. And then the Drytron hand is going to be Cosmic, Zeta, Alpha, Prep, Fafnir. A lot of Drytrons here. This will help out against the Eldlich stuff, but no interruptions for the BA stuff, which he did see some of last game because he saw the Scarm and the Fiend Griefing and stuff. So again, a normal summon Tour Guide, the riskiest normal summon, but it goes through. So that's going to go for Graph. Then going to overlay those two for a copy of Dante. Dante's going to mill 3. Hits Lord and Rhino and Scarm. Oh my god, that is an insane mill. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Yeah, those are sick. Graph Chainlink 1, Rhino Chainlink 2. Rhino is gonna send another Scarm. Yeah, because going for backjack, I guess doesn't. It could be okay because like you're gonna shuffle your deck after you go for your Scarm search, so like it'll reset whatever backjack stacks. But I mean, just getting the extra resource could be okay. But not really that big of a deal since these mills are already outrageous. So Graph summons out Seer, and then gonna go for a Link summon of Masquerena. What was I saying? Masquerena, and then gonna trigger Seer and Dante. Dante adds back Seer, Seer specials back Dante, and then gonna overlay for Beatrice. Oh, shouts to Young Trishul in the chat. I think Young Trishul actually streams, so be sure to check out his stream. But let's see, Lord gonna go and send away the Conquistador, and that's gonna summon itself back, and then going to set Walkero and Dynamiscus, and gonna hold the Needle Ceiling. Scarm gonna be activated. Yeah, gonna grab Graph. I think that's fine. Just because Dynamiscus pitching it, nets you another interruption. So he has Backjack Axis off Beatrice, a Masquerena interruption, a Dynamiscus interruption, a Farfa interruption, a Walkero banish. So, and possibly another trap off Backjack. So this is potentially 6 interruptions. That's kind of crazy. All right. Doesn't even use a Conquistador for Scarlet even. I guess that's fair. You don't really need it. Gonna draw another copy of Prep. So that's not bad either. Gonna go to main phase and activate Prep. So that's gonna search for Benten. And then he's going to activate Alpha. That's gonna target the Benten. And then Alpha gonna summon itself and then search Benten. And then Benten triggers here. That's gonna grab Manju. Then he's gonna Zeta tribute the other Benten. So that's gonna summon itself and grab. Did he forget to search Medionis there? I think he did. I think he forgot about Medionis. And that's going to definitely be relevant. I mean, this could still search for it, but you definitely want to use this for Nova. He's going to Dynamiscus on Resolution here, targeting Alpha. Kind of wonder why. Because you know that they have Manju, which can search for the Ritual spell, and then they can go Carrier anyway. I probably would have waited personally until the Carrier itself hit the board. I'm curious. I mean, banishing the Drytron is good for the grind game, which I guess he's playing for. And that's fair. Yeah, that might be the reason. Because he has other ways to deal with Carrier. So yeah, this is okay, actually. So he's going to get rid of both bodies. So Graph Effect is going to trigger here. That's going to summon Farfa, and then Farfa going to banish the Zeta for turn. And then... Oh, okay, so they're realizing they've got to fully resolve Zeta, and he's letting him use it. That's nice of him. So yeah, Medionis, yeah, that should have been in hand here. So he's going to Cosmic the Walkero that he knows is set. I mean, this could just banish a Benten, I guess. And then he has Manju, and he has Prep, and he has Nova. But he has to play against Beatrice Masquerena. Gonna be tough. I don't actually know if he can play past this. Prep, that's gonna search for Benten. Pretty interesting. They went Prep right here. Probably actually it's probably just to fuel the orange light so he can stop Masquerena or Beatrice if needed. Yeah, because like, you could save this and try and get value after you use Medionis, so you can get like a +1 off of it. But I mean, the orange light would have done really nothing in that case. It would have just been sitting in hand the whole time. Yeah, so this is actually okay. Fafnir gonna grab Nova, and then Nova going to summon out Delta, and he's thinking on Resolution. It's probably honestly worth it to use an interruption here. Oh, chooses not to, though. Okay. Well, then again, he does know about Orange Light, so that's also fair. Yeah, I think maybe the other play is just like force the Benton to be tributed off Delta. And then that's a good window to Masquerena or use Beatrice. He's going to battle phase here. And then he's thinking... Yeah, just going to let the Masquerena die at that point. I think that's okay. And then I got normal summon Manju in main phase 2. This is a good game, actually. Gonna search for Draconids. Okay, or Draconids. So this is the one that is like a Stardust charge. Yeah, and then also during your opponent's turn, you can banish monsters from your grave whose combined attack equals exactly 2k or 4k, and then target one phase of card your opponent controls for every 2,000 attack of the total. And then send them to the grave. Interesting. I don't know if there's a way to summon this right now. Gonna link for Karibo. And then gonna use Beatrice here. I was gonna send Ariel. Okay. So actually playing the Ariel, which I do like in BA. It's just really, really sick. So we can also chain block with Dante to make it so orange-white can't negate the Ariel. So Ariel on 1, on Benton, Nova, and Delta, and Dante showing 2 on Graph. So he's going to negate the Dante there. Yeah, I think, honestly, like, his hand was good, but, like, Jeeps just opened cracked. Like, this is just an insane hand. Yeah, I mean, he had 6 disruptions and almost played through all 6, to be fair. I actually forgot about Ariel as an option. Yeah, this is probably just game here. Yeah, so that's going to be the end of the match. So BA Eldlich taking a 2-0 against Drytron. Pretty cool. I mean, those mills were kind of just insane, right? Like Golden Lord, Rhino, Scar. Not really a whole ton more you could ask for. I mean, the follow-up would have been a little bit shaky, but it still would have been there for sure. Just because, like, you had this in the end phase because it just wasn't used the entire time. And there was just no more Drytrons left. So, like, the grind game actually would have come down to, or would have favored BA Eldlich very heavily there. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like as well as any thoughts or feedback in the comments. Subscribe for more informative and competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you want to, you can follow me on all social media platforms or support me via Patreon and TCG Player. All the links in the description as usual. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. See you guys.